Hello, friends. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 24th episode of Caches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by the amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Mac and Cheese Please, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GGN crew. I'm so excited to roll dice with you all tonight. Welcome back, Mac. Happy to have you.
Yeah, I was away on vacation.
Nice. I think we all needed vacation, like a month-long vacation.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Definitely.
Oh man. Well,
I'm glad to be back though. I heard we got into shenanigans.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to light some stuff on fire.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So just a quick little announcement before we get started. So that special bonus episode I told you about, where we look to Ron's story to find out where he went when the rest of the party was trekking through the mountains, is going to be releasing Sunday for our patrons, and on Tuesday for everyone else. So normal time release, but you're going to get a little bit of extra bonus on this weekend. Also, the bonus episode is only available in VOD and podcast format. It's not going to be live, but I hope that you enjoy it. It was nice. It was a nice, fun one. I think I had fun. I don't know about you, Moobs.
Oh, I had a great time. I wish I could stay longer, but people have to find out.
Yeah. Mhm. Very nice. Well, anyway, that's all that I have. Oh, actually, I have a little tidbit too that I forgot to write down. Who's my editor? Yeah, it's me. So there's a date on August the 28th. We're still working out some of the details, but over on Loch Ness's channel, I'm going to be hosting she's going to be hosting, I'm going to be DMing a charity D&D one shot. So mark your calendars. It's, what is that? 28th, is that 2 weeks from now? I'm totally ready. 100%. Everything's fine.
Is it?
Everything's fine. So yeah, we'll be doing a nice little charity D&D one shot, and it's gonna be really fun, and I hope you all like it. So I worked really hard on it, and I'm very proud of it. So we'll see how that goes.
It's gonna be good.
Thank you. And I believe Bun's gonna do some nice little art for it too.
Ooh, I'm gonna try.
So
It's
you know
gonna be
it's gonna be
exciting. He's told me the general theme, and you guys are not gonna want to miss this. I promise.
the dumb things that come up in my brain. Let me tell you,
amazing.
But anyway, we'll go ahead and get settled in. We'll get all the sillies out, or maybe get the sillies in. Depends on what kind of episode we're gonna have today. But we'll settle in and get ready for the night's episode. Depends on what kind of episode we're gonna have today. But we'll settle in and get ready for the night's episode. Depends on what kind of episode we're gonna have today. But we'll settle in. I don't know where that loop's coming from in my head.
What just happened?
My brain was like, what is this? What?
Oh, was that me? Sorry.
Oh no, I was afraid. I was like, what button did I push? Did I mess something up?
I changed the setting, and I fixed it. I reverted back. Apologies, everybody.
Everybody was, what do I have open?
Yeah.
The sillies are unleashed.
It's like, look, there's only enough room for one of me in the world. We can't have multiple, okay? We're gonna stop that.
I have no idea.
In my mind for a second.
I have no idea how that went through to you guys, though. That's the weird thing.
The beauty of technology. It's amazing, and it woke me up. I'm good. I'm ready to go. And roll the intro. Do it. Our story last left off with the party being surprised by two Vinposters attacking them in the Happy Cloud Tavern and Inn. Those Vinposters cast a spell at Vin, leaving her incapacitated on the floor of her room. The party rushed in to Vin's aid during the fight and were ultimately able to defeat the attackers as the magical energy dissipated into Vin herself like it had before. At the end of the battle, a fellow adventurer named Brannis rushed into the rooms. Even though the threat had been dealt with, he decided that he would be taking credit or most of the credit at least, for vanquishing the fiends. As the group finally got some much deserved rest that night, Ron found himself in another dream. This was different than before though. He was in a large mossy stone chamber with a circular dome made of branches, vines, and roots. Before him, a group of 3 knightly looking individuals in full armor covering their faces were discussing something. Each wore a different tabard depicting a large oak tree. One of the knights turned to Ron and said to him, "Remember how you felt when you took the Bandit King's life, when you avenged Sir Virgil. It needs more people that know where to put the sword where it needs to be. More people like you, Ron." After a long night's rest, the group awoke the next morning hearing Brandis once again regaling the tavern of his triumph over the enemies that appeared out of thin air. After a quick breakfast, the group set off to the Citadel, where they met Chancellor Martin Wyndham. He led them to General Uthek first for their debriefing on their recent mission into the mountains, where they learned that the battle had already commenced since they'd returned. And it was most certainly Damon Stoneboot that was the leader of the mercenary company that gave them chase in the mountains. After cleaning themselves up at the Chancellor's request, they then went to the throne room, where they saw King Oscar, Queen Lay, General Uthek, as well as Archmage Fexia Nerune. The king began this meeting by bestowing each member the honor of being an emissary of the Golden Feather, and pinning this golden feather clasp on each of their cloaks. After the audience, Ron received a message from Risa. She informed the group that she found some information about the history of this Baron Voss Creel that they had played during the stories in Isgarth. She informed them there was an estate that he owned just south of Tustin in the forest. The party ventured forth and found an old cobblestone path leading into the forest that eventually led to a manor in the woods. Upon arrival, the group didn't notice anyone inside, so they made their way in, but were attacked by a handful of assassins. And these assassins, of course, wore dark hooded cloaks with purple lining on the inside. After successfully dispatching these assassins, they learned that there was special care taken to ensure that should they be captured, they would not be allowed to be interrogated. And that is where we will begin our story tonight. You are all on the first floor in the open area of this manor. Signs of battle at your feet. And of course what remains of the assassins. You hear a door creak further into the estate. And you see someone peek outside, looking to see what happened.
There still may be more enemies around. Be on your guard.
After hearing this, you see this person say, "Oh no, no, I think I should be leaving. I don't want to be here. I don't know who you are, but you just take what you want." She looks terrified.
Wait, where was this person?
This is in one of the rooms that you didn't look into.
Oh.
Stay where you are. Who are you?
My name is Olma. I work here.
I'm gonna incite Alma.
Sure. And she kind of opens the door and steps out, and wearing kind of nondescript, just gray clothing, like a long dress, an apron. You would venture to guess maybe a servant?
My insight is a 21.
She's absolutely terrified and probably hid in that room because she heard some kind of fighting going on and didn't want any part of it.
Who are these strange people here, and where is the owner of this mansion?
I have no idea who these people are, and the master should be arriving any moment now, and I'm sure that you'll be able to explain to him exactly what happened here.
Makes sense.
Who is your master?
Lord Thornsby?
Does anyone know who that is?
Oh, hold on, I'm looking through my notes.
No.
Okay, no, I do not.
No
And
idea.
a few tense moments later, you hear kind of the clip-clopping of hooves riding towards the estate. That must be him. And you hear some just kind of jovial talking about writing, just some general chit-chat. And you see coming through the doors that I believe that Ron entered originally. You see a group of people on horseback and one person walking on foot. The person on horseback is a sort of like slender fellow, wearing very fine clothing, has a blonde hair kind of pulled into a ponytail behind him, very clean shaven, with some kind of long chops on the side. You see two younger girls with him, one about teenaged and then like late teens, and one about early teens. And then you see someone walking through with some sort of like protective clothing and netting on their face, but you're not sure who they are. And this person rides in and he looks behind him and says, "Sorry, Adeline, you did not tell me that we'd be having guests today. I had no idea." And he rides in and then looks at you, looks at the scene around you of dead people, looks to the servant that's kind of talking to you, and stops the horse and says, What is the meaning of this? Who are you people? Who are these people?
Forgive us, my lord, but
Well,
we
that's
came
remained to be
this
seen.
house to speak with you, but we found these strange individuals inside your house. They immediately attacked us, so we defended ourselves.
His eyes go wide. Oh my god, assassins sent to kill me? Oh god, children, you need to go upstairs now. Go. Put the horses away, go upstairs.
We have not searched the rest of the house. I would not advise having your
yes.
children go upstairs.
Oh yes, very good. Oh, and you see the woman in the kind of protective clothing takes kind of this little hood off with netting, and she's kind of got long like brunette hair kind of in like some braids, and she's like, this is so very strange.
Color eyes.
Assassins for, my god. And she just kind of starts to shake, and he goes, "It's all right, Adeline, it's all right, I'll take care of this." Why are you here? Why did you save our lives? They obviously must have some kind of quarrel with me. That's the only logical explanation.
We have no idea, but we are from the Order of Iberis. We came here to investigate a lead that we are on, but this makes Ron wonder that these assassins here tend to seek out those who have arcane gifts.
These guys, did they come like from the direction we came from, like back out towards the main road?
No.
They came a different direction. Is the road going that direction actually like well kept?
Ish.
Does the house look like it's actually being lived in?
You haven't really looked through it.
I
seen
want
the
to make an
exterior.
investigation check while they're having this conversation.
There will be plenty of time for that because it's quite a large house. But looking
Well, I
around
just-
you,
Yeah, just like right around.
looking in this area, you can see just there's a stable. There's hay in there. You went to one of the rooms originally with a bed, and there were some candles lit, and it was like it had been lived in, but no one was there. Like it had been kept up, but you didn't see anyone actively living in there at the moment.
This whole time, Falcon, he's been stretching and, making sure all his limbs are there after getting nearly killed. But at the same time, he's just been laser focused on people who just started talking to us. Can I do like an inside check on the guy? Do they seem...
Sure.
That would be a 14.
He's pretty easy to read. He's being forthright with you. He looks like a typical, like, uppity minor lower lord who comes in and thinks that the assassins were here for him because he's the center of all attention because he's a lord.
Okay. I'm gonna speak up and say, "Oi, since we
Yes.
saved your lives and
Yes, very. Of course.
I'm rather sore. Do you happen to have anything sweet to eat?"
One moment. Olma, have you started dinner yet? No, sir. I'll be doing that shortly. Very good. Oh, gods, we have to call the magistrate. We have to call the magistrate. I cannot let this be a stain on my family's name. We'll get to the bottom of this. One moment. Brom? And another person kind of walks around from the house that was basically holding like some equipment. Kind of looked like someone that was just carrying their shit for him, essentially, that came back with them but doesn't have a horse. Brom, I need you to take Grace's horse. And the kind of older teen goes, "Oh, why is it always my horse? I don't want my horse going anywhere." And he goes, "Grace, your horse is the fastest, and Brom will need to get to the magistrate quickly. Brom, please alert the magistrate. There's been a murder, an attempt on my life, and there needs to be a proper investigation."
Forgive me, my lord, but you live here?
Of course I live here.
But it does not appear to be in suitable living conditions.
I beg your pardon, sir. How dare you? You've been in my home already? Without us home?
But we are inside. This is how we're speaking. Yes?
Yes, you're in the courtyard, obviously. I hope you haven't been to our rooms
We
yet.
had to come through some of the rooms because we saw these shitty.
Some of the
guys in
rooms?
here.
Have you been upstairs into my chambers?
Yeah, just like all over your chambers.
That is very
no,
inappropriate,
we just came in through the
madam.
window. Anyways, I don't
No.
have time
As
for
we
this.
said, we've only been on the first floor, and that's how we dealt with the assassins.
Well, I'm sorry it doesn't meet your standards, but of course there is a lot of work to be done around here. We're only the first generation to live here.
We would like to search the rest of the house for more assassins, if you don't mind.
You mean first generation since before?
I'm sorry?
You built this house like first
No,
from
we did
scratch.
not build this house. We found it abandoned.
Oh, you found it, so it's yours now.
Yes, of course.
This is how it works if you are a lord, I suppose.
Well, obviously. No one's claimed it, so it's ours now.
Are you sure that those guys don't have better right on it than you? I'm just saying.
He looks at the dead bodies. I don't think they have a right of anything at the moment.
No, but what if they have friends that are going to come back because you took over their house?
Well, then I'm sure the magistrate will deal with that and would post
I'm
guards
just
from Tustin
saying.
here.
Maybe there's somewhere safer you could stay until we get all this sorted out. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a duty, of course, to protect my household and my family.
Which is why you should take them back to wherever it was you were at before.
We just can't run away from our problems.
No, we stay here, we deal with problem for you, and then, for a coin, and then we come and let you know when problem is dealt with.
And you see that Bram is kind of settling up and like taking the horse, and he's like, "All right, sir, I'll be back as soon as I can." He's like, "Very well, Bram." And he rides off. And he says,
Shit.
"Why are you here? Why are you at my house?
Don't think this is your house.
I live in this house. My daughters live in this house. My wife and I. claim this house. We live here.
It is not how that works, but okay.
It is exactly how this works.
Have you ever heard of someone called the Baron?
No?
What's his name again? I forget.
I'm going to
is-
go to the
what
kitchens
is
and
name?
talk to the chef. Ron, you
played him
take
in
care of
the-
this.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, introductions, of course. I am Lord Tedric Thornsby. This is my wife, Adeline Thornsby. Our daughters, Grace and Olivia. Of course, we are from the Falshire Thornsbys, not those wretched Tustin Thornsbys. Awful, awful people.
So you have
Just gonna
siblings
lean.
in Tustin.
Unfortunately.
I want to lean over to Valkan and whisper, "Do you think people will be mad if I punch this guy in the face?"
We should try to get food from him first.
Okay, this is fair.
Well, I would still recommend you let us search the house in case there are still lurking assassins.
Right, of course, lurking assassins, but you did not answer my question of why you are here in the first place. Just be straightforward with me.
Oh God, what was his name again?
I should have this in my note.
I have it. I'm
I'm
just
like
trying to
scrolling
find
through all
it.
my notes to find his name.
Whose
Which name are you looking for?
Oh, I found it. Voss. Something. Voss Creel. Baron Voss Creel.
Oh,
There you
hold
go.
on. Baron Voss Creel. From the
Yeah, this is
stories
probably
of
his
the
house.
Empire. You're looking for him here? Unfortunately, he's been dead for hundreds of years.
Yeah, well, how old is this house?
I have no idea.
How long has been abandoned?
I have no idea.
Wow, you know so much about your house that is definitely yours.
We have a lot of work to do. I already mentioned it. You're looking for him here? Like his remains?
No.
Where he's buried?
No,
Or-
we are looking for someone that is using his name and his likeness, and they are a bad person, and that's probably why they want to kill you so they can take the house back.
Ooh. You're looking for clues? Like an investigation?
Yes. Oh yes,
Oh, yes.
very mysterious.
Yes.
Very
Oh.
mysterious, very
Oh.
important. I
We've
don't know
already
if
told you too
noticed
much.
this.
Please let us search the house.
So
Yeah,
I don't.
oh, too
Your
much.
life
And I'm
could
gonna
be
let
in
my
danger.
the gold. I'm gonna pull aside like my strap and show off the gold feather or whatever.
Very nice. So he
Very
looks at,
official business.
he goes, oh, emissary. Why didn't you say so in the first place? This would have gone a lot smoother. Much, much smoother. All right, an investigation. And the smaller daughter, Grace, goes, Father, are these adventurers? Are you adventurers?
Oh, we sure are.
Goes, well, yes, of course
Tell
they
him,
are.
Ron. Tell him what we've done.
But
Oh,
Daddy, can I ask them questions? Well, of course you may. It's your house. Yes. How many adventures have you been on?
Oh, so many. Ron cannot keep count.
How many monsters have you killed?
103.
How many little girls have you saved from monsters?
Well, we
All
saved you
of
just
them?
now, so at least one.
Oh, what do you eat on adventures?
Rations.
Who cooks your meals?
Yes,
Who launders your clothes?
I just kind of point at Vin,
Who takes care of your horses?
and then I point at Ron.
oh, Ron does not have horse. Ron has elk.
No, but you talk to our horses for us,
Oh,
so that we
yes.
don't have to do it. Oh yeah, he can talk to horses.
Well, wow.
What?
Can you talk to my horse? Her name is Penelope.
Ron,
Penelope.
Ron can, but first things first, little child. We must make sure you and your family are safe. So we have to search house.
Yes, of course, yes. You'll have plenty of time for questions later, Grace. We will wait here. If you would like, I will show you around the rooms and kind of let you know, where everything is. Anything to help, of course.
If
Very
there's
well.
anything in the rooms that does not belong to you, I'm sorry, that belongs to you but previously did not belong to you and it found in the house, that would be very important information because it could be very dangerous items.
Oh, well, there's all sorts of that stuff in the house.
This is what I thought. This
Okay.
guy's a fucking squatter thief with a title.
What is
You
Alma doing right now?
making dinner?
Is it Alma or
O-L-M-A.
Lord,
O-L-M-A?
sir, I think I should go investigate the kitchen. Investigate the kitchen first.
Well, of course we can go there. Come. And you all should see the map.
Oh, map. I love maps.
And you are on the estate, and each of these rooms are numbered for my to help me. So he's going to lead you into the third room there, so you can move all of your characters in there.
Wow. Look at this
And
map.
what you see in this room is, of course, the kitchen, as Valken had requested. You can see Olma working on some food. It is chicken. She's currently boiling it right now, and getting some nice bread together, cutting some vegetables, like a nice hearty meal, maybe a stew that she's working on. You're not quite sure yet. However, as you are investigating this estate, you will have the option of performing several different tasks to try and find any clues that you are looking for. So this will be very similar to a skill challenge. You can use any social skills to try and talk to the Lord of the Manor. You can use any sort of perception, investigation, anything else that you think that you might want to do to try and find things in each of these rooms.
All right.
So we are in the kitchen currently. Well, dinner shall be ready soon, I'm sure.
Which room number is the kitchen? 2
Right.
or 3?
Number 3.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be doing investigation. I suck at talking to people.
Go for it. So if you'd like to make
I
a roll,
don't
let me
like
know
this
what you
guy.
want to make with what skill, and then we can go from there.
Yeah, I would really like to do... Yeah, I don't think acrobatics is helpful here. Yeah, let's just do an investigation.
And I will say, you are taking your time to investigate here. The better your rolls, either the faster you'll be able to perhaps spot or find something, or the more information that you'll learn. So there's no danger of not finding anything here. However, it is going to dictate how long this happens, and you do know that a magistrate is coming.
17.
17 investigation. Okay, what's everybody else rolling? We'll do it all at once.
I'm gonna roll a persuasion to talk to Alma to see
Okay.
what if she knew that these assassins were here and what was she doing.
Uh-huh.
20 persuasion.
Gotcha. Anybody else gonna make some rolls?
I don't think Falcon will. I think he's more focused on the food at the moment.
Okay.
Would a survival check be used if I am looking at like the walls for any like markings, like hash markings or writing or like loose bricks, you know, for like hiding papers in or like
Mhm.
anything of the sort like that? Would
Something
that
like
be a survival check?
something
or
like
what do
that
you
would be investigation, to look specifically for hidden type things. Perception
Sure.
would be more noticing things out of place in the room, but survival wouldn't
yeah.
fit in those specific cases.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll go with investigation.
Go for it.
Actually, you know what? Falcon will roll.
Go for it.
14 plus what is it? 1, so 15.
Nice. Go ahead, Falcon.
He's gonna roll a sleight of hand
Yeah.
to try and grab a piece of food that's not ready yet.
Okay.
Raw
I'll
chicken.
admit. That's a 7.
Okay, so you kind of enter the room, and Bryn and Vin are kind of looking around, you know, taking in the room. Ron, you go to talk to Ulma, and you see Valken, like, almost like comically trying to hide taking a piece of bread. And Ulma wraps his hand with a wooden spoon. It's not ready yet. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Okay, fine.
Okay, well, your manners.
Look, I almost died, okay? I deserve some bread.
Fair enough.
So, Ron, what do you ask? What do you say to Ulma?
Alma, were you even aware when the assassins entered the house? Were you not hostage, or you just hid the entire time and they never found you?
I had no idea. I was in here working and repairing things, and I heard fighting weapons outside, and I just decided that I would stay in here and pray to the gods until I didn't hear it anymore.
Oh, so maybe they arrive when we arrive.
Doesn't make any sense.
No. Do you happen to know if Lord Thornsby's children or wife are capable of arcane magic?
Not that I know of. No one here. No.
How many rooms are upstairs?
Oh, well, there are upstairs, you said? I believe that there are seven rooms.
And how long have you been working for Lord Thornsby?
Oh, sorry, eight rooms. I'm sorry, I missed one.
Suspicious. It's her.
That's your DM trying to remember how many rooms without switching the map. Well, I've been in the Lord's service, well, for almost a decade now. We weren't always here, of course. This is maybe 5 years or so, maybe less.
5 years at this house?
Yes, you should have seen the place whenever we first moved in. Oh wow.
This doesn't make any sense. If they've been here for 5 years, why would those guys show up just now when we show up exactly?
Can I insight to see if she's lying?
You rolled high on your persuasion. I'll just give it to you. You've kind of talked with her and had an insight previously. She's telling the truth. She's got no reason to lie to you.
Well, strange.
It's possible that they knew we were coming here and we were their goal.
Oh, are you saying Risa has betrayed us?
Or being compromised, or being kidnapped. Like, you just heard a message, we don't really know if it was really her.
It sounded like Risa. Because when she sent message too long, then it cut off and Ron had to wait, and then she apologized about the message and tried to complete the message, but then said too many words.
It's very easy to sound like somebody else, though, if you know how to do it. You know what I mean? Like,
This is true.
listen, I could sound like Vin if I really wanted to.
Okay, I want to hear.
Me too, actually.
See, it's just like her.
Convincing.
See.
And I do it back at her.
Oh,
I could be like Ron too. I am Ron. You are all small children's.
no, you are Bryn, and we are not children.
That was
Never
pretty
mind.
accurate, Brent.
Yeah, I think you're very good at impressions.
So, Vin and Bryn, you're in this conversation, and Vin, you're sort of looking around, and you see like some pewter cups and things kind of on like a shelf in a cupboard, and then you also see like what looks like a nicely made like chalice made of silver, but it's cracked on the side. Bryn, you see this too, and immediately you both are thinking this is not like the decor at all in here. Who uses a chalice?
In this day and age, it's nonsense. There's so much nicer teacups you can use for everything.
I pointed out, and I'm like, oh, nice chalice you have there.
I'm just gonna go over and pick it up and look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you take a look
I'll
at
hold it up so me and Vin can both look at it together.
It's old. Old.
Are there any like dates on the bottom or anything of like a lot of times like artisans?
Like a maker's mark?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, there's a maker's mark on it, kind of etched in, but there's not much more information that you can get other than this. That this looks like something that would be in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bryn, aren't you good at history? You read many books. Maybe you can.
Yeah,
I
you're a
do
nerd.
read lots of books. Hey, I don't know what that word means, but I don't think I like your tone very much.
So
It
I will say,
means smart, annoyingly
Well, I
smart.
am very smart and I know lots of things. This is true. I am
Mhm.
nerd.
so
Yes.
I will say too, since you've done the skill check
Big
in this
nerd.
room to locate this, just with history check, this is a very old elven chalice. But like I said, very old. Not sure where it came from, other than that, but kind of belongs in a
he
museum.
Elven? He wasn't Elven. He was human.
Ask Alma if there's a cellar or basement to this estate.
There's no cellar. We have a storeroom downstairs and upstairs, but nothing underground here.
Or in the middle.
Oh, the storeroom? Is that what
Yes.
you're asking?
Yes, where is storeroom?
Oh, it's right across the way here. Just if you look out this door and go across the courtyard, it is right here.
One would like to see this storeroom.
All right. And then kind of the Lord says, well, we can go to the cellar to the next room if you'd like.
Yes.
All
Do you
right.
have more of items that were in the house like this one? And I'll show the
Oh,
chalice.
loads of them. There's all sorts of,
Okay, we're
of
going to
things
need
here.
to catalog every single one. It's possible this is what they were after.
All right, it's just trinkets. I mean, I can try and remember what we found and moved
Trinkets
since
to
then.
you, but to someone else, you never know. People are sentimental and nostalgic.
All right, well,
Yeah.
and can lead you to the cellar here, and you can see that in this kind of area, it's just crates and just like grains, foods, and such. Not much here, but you do see the room to your south does have some interesting items in it. This is the
Go
storeroom where we
check
keep
it out.
things, and then down here is one of my hobby rooms. Of course, I'm a little bit of a cartographer sometimes. I have many hobbies, of course. But
I really want to look at his maps. I will make any excuse to get in there and see if they're any good.
oh yes, well come. Of course,
Oh,
yes.
please, I love maps. I'm very, very love everything about them. Let me take a look at your hobby skills. I bet you're so good at it.
Sure. So as you make your way in there, they're mediocre at best. It's like someone who decided to pick up a hobby, like I'm gonna make maps, but it's not their profession. It's like something they do for leisure. And you can see his maps are okay. Is anyone gonna make any sort of checks in here to talk to him or look for anything, or just let me know?
I just want to see if he's at all good at his hobby or if he's one of those people that just thinks he's good at everything and doesn't really try. I'll do an investigation on the maps.
Sure, yeah.
I know this isn't important, but it's important to bring. Oh man, I think I like his maps. Fuck.
What'd you roll?
6.
6? Okay. Anyone else gonna try anything in here?
I
I
kind of
like to. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I kind of wanted to pull Vin aside a little bit so she can just hear me and say, you know, I'm not a history buff, but don't you find it strange that all these potentially really old pieces are in a house that was abandoned and not stolen yet by somebody?
That is a really good point.
I feel
You'd
like a
think
place
that
like this is
looters would
easy
come-
pickings if it was
Yeah.
abandoned.
Yeah, definitely.
Kind of weird.
What does it mean?
Don't know. I guess we need to find more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I wonder if any pieces are in particularly magical or important.
Could be. I've just had run-ins with thieves in the past, and usually, if there's anything valuable laying about, they'd be long gone.
True.
Rom, were you gonna make a roll?
I wanted to search for like any trapdoors or secret passages or anything like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Secret tunnel.
Investigate. Oh, thank God. -1, 18.
18. So you're kind of looking around and kind of poring over the room, and you don't see any sort of hidden or secret passages in this room in particular. It seemed just like his hobby room here. As you're kind of going through and kind of looking underneath maps and finding, looking for just various sign of like hidden areas, you kind of pour through some maps and you notice that one looks very different than the others.
I'll
I
take
notice
a look.
that? Or
Ron does.
Ron notices that. Okay. I just think they're good maps. Okay.
This map seems very different.
Kind of like roll it out.
Yeah, so you pull it out from the pile of other, shoddily made maps, and this is a map of the Empire several hundred years ago, like at the dawn of the Empire. You recognize some of the areas, some of the language maybe kind of still common, but sort of an older dialect. You can still understand what it's saying, but some of the names have different letters associated where some I's have been Y's and stuff like that. But it's the entire region.
Whoa. Why do you have such a map in your possession?
Well, I mean, it came with the house, of course. I didn't make this one. I'm hoping that one day I can do just as well as this one, so it's a nice reference to use some of the techniques. He points over. You can see here where I did something similar with the directional compass, because it was such a great idea. And it's like a poor facsimile of the drawing.
Where do you get your supplies? This house is so far away from any town or city.
Oh, no, I mean, Tustin's just a day's ride north of here, or so.
But you hate Tustin.
Well, I don't hate Tustin. I hate the Thornsbys in Tustin.
And have they tried to make claim of your new home?
Of course
Yeah,
not.
what about your old home?
Well, we used to live in Falshire. We were out on a nice little hunting trip in the forest. We stumbled upon this, and well, we came back to see what happened, and
We would like
do that?
to see upstairs.
Vin, if you're like really rich and you just like find a house, you can just like take it.
pretty much.
This is absurd.
We would like to check upstairs now, please.
Oh, we of course can check upstairs. Anything else you want to see down here? Just let me know. I believe there's the crafting area, and then there's also our living. Well, the room where we entertain guests, and there's a guest bedroom there. The stables. But we can go right upstairs if you'd like.
Yes, but let us go first,
All right.
just in
yes.
case, for your safety.
Yeah, you should probably stay here and we'll let you know when coast is clear.
All right. I wait at the bottom of the stairs, and I will await
Very good.
you to let me know. But I would assume that we're probably fine at this point, right?
I would not assume.
Well, I mean,
I've
all
seen
right
people
then.
murdered in much nicer situations.
Well, now that you're here, I have nothing to worry about.
You'll never know. What if they jump out and surprise you before we can react?
Yes, you go upstairs and I will wait on the stairway.
Very good.
All right, you
Don't
go up
understand this
the
guy.
wooden stairs and then go upstairs.
Where I come from, if you want a house and you want it to be yours, you go and you chop down the trees and you build the house for yourself. How can you just say, like, this is my house?
Maybe
No one else thinks
it
this is
is
suspicious.
forgotten. Kingdom does not know.
I wouldn't even feel comfortable if I just, like, found a house and was like, oh, this is my house.
Well,
No?
let us check this room.
Are you implying that they are pretending to be the people?
No, I'm implying that they're a bunch of jackasses. And we probably should have let them get assassinated. This is all I'm saying.
So you open that door and it looks like some quarters. You see a few beds in here. There's kind of a fire burning at the hearth. Kind of very modest room. So you can kind of infer that it may just
Can't
be
seem to...
servants' quarters.
There we go. Okay.
And does
Okay.
this look like lived in?
Yeah, it looks like servants' quarters.
Hmm.
I suppose I'll investigate with a 7.
Gotcha. And you take a look around. It's kind of bare. Not anything really to look for here. Nothing hidden or anything like that.
13. So.
Yeah, about the same for here. Anyone else want to do anything? Is it safe to come up now? Are there any more assassins?
Nope, not safe yet. Something suspicious is here for sure. I'll go to the next room, I guess.
Okay, we can go to the next room if you all would like.
Yeah. Ron opens the door.
I know we're on the clock because the magistrate's coming, so I'm trying to, like...
It's about a day. You kind of got that clue
Oh,
from
it
him is
is?
that the magistrate is it's a day from Tustin, so it's not like
I'm
an
sorry, I
hour.
didn't hear that part. Okay, never mind. We can take our time then.
This is
Oh, this looks like the storage room that leads upstairs.
It does. Change to upstairs here.
Is there anything like old looking in here as well? Does the fruit or vegetables look somewhat fresh?
Yeah, it looks like just fresh produce. I guess as fresh as you could get out here. Being so far from town, they probably use the cart downstairs, make a trip, and then anything else that they need, they grow, or make themselves.
Did we see, like, a garden or anything outside when we got here?
Something small in the backyard, maybe.
Okay.
You went to really kind of two sides of the house, unless you made it a point to walk all the way around, which I don't believe that you did. Well, dinner's almost ready. We can postpone food to continue the investigation. It's up to you. He's calling
Yeah,
from
safety
downstairs.
is number one.
And then you see one of the girls like, "But Daddy, I'm hungry." "Well, we can get you some dinner, but we should all wait. That'd be very rude of us."
Check out this lower room.
Sure, yeah. Give me some rolls on what you would all like to do.
Oh, Ben, lots of books in here.
Well, I love books. I will investigate the books. 21.
I think I'll look around that's a desk, I'm assuming, or table. Look for anything that catches my eye. So,
Gotcha.
I
Make
guess
some rolls.
investigation.
And I'd like to look for any like old pictures or like anything like left behind
Yeah.
that looks like old again.
13.
Okay. Well, and then,
Would that be investigation
Yeah.
again
or you could use perception if you're just looking around for old pictures and stuff or paintings or whatnot.
Yeah, I'll use perception. 19.
19. So we'll first go with Valken. You kind of rummage through the desk, and you don't see anything that really catches your eye. There's some parchment and some quills, Just looks like someone's working desk where they would maybe write like correspondence to send off to town, you know, to do lordly things and write strongly worded letters to people. So Bryn, you were investigating the books, and you're looking at the bookshelves, and you see that some of these are really old books. One of them that kind of catches your eye is just kind of an old book of poetry written in sort of old common, which is a little difficult to read, but you kind of get the gist of the poems. Something that would probably be very valuable if well taken care of.
But it's not well.
It's okay. It's not like museum quality, but it's nice. And there's many other things like that in this library, kind of just like about all the rest of the books and things in here. Then you look around and you see a large tapestry on this wall here, and it's of a knight in shining armor, with the kind of the helm closed, with a shield in one hand and a sword pointing in the other, and is pointing towards the right of this tapestry with like mountains and rolling hills in the background. It's a beautiful piece.
Does the shield and sword pointing towards the right, like, are there any like secret books or doors or anything? Like, is it like almost like a puzzle to like a secret? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So Bryn, as you're kind of looking through the books, and Vin mentions this, or I'm assuming communicates it, and as you're looking, it looks just like a bookshelf to you, as you're looking through the one where it's pointing.
Can I, just for fun, pull the book that it looks like it's pointing to the most?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you pull it out, and nothing happens.
Oh, that would have been really cool.
Oh,
But
what if
maybe
we
you're
check
onto them
every book?
something. Yeah, and we start like fiddling with books and trinkets
I'll
and like
look
looking
at
for
the book that I
like a
pulled.
secret button or like something to give us like a secret doorway.
Yeah, so you're pulling all these books down, probably making quite a commotion. And Bryn, you get a book that you think the tapestry's pointing at. It's kind of hard to determine since it's just a two-dimensional piece pointing in a direction. But you kind of pull this book off the shelf. Just looks like a book on about the care and raising of bees and the proper way to build an apiary.
I just kind of flip through it, and
Yeah. And
I sort of would like to learn how to keep bees, if I'm being quite honest, you know? Like, maybe I'll ask if I can borrow this.
you hear footsteps up the stairs, and he's like, I'm coming in, dinner's ready. I'm coming in, just don't be alarmed. And he steps into the room. He's like, well, you've made quite a mess of my office.
Oh, sorry, we were looking for clues.
Clues?
A lot of this was like this. I think that was what they were looking for.
Really? Why? What made you pull all the books off the shelf?
I did not roll a very good deception, by the way.
Um,
No, I was saying that those guys pulled all the books off
Oh,
the
why
shelf.
would they do that?
They're looking for something.
Are you
Oh, that's a
having
minus
to?
1. 9.
Are you hiding anything?
No, I'm just curious why all the books are off the shelf.
I try to like push all the bricks like in the area that the sword is like pointing to.
He
Where
says,
did you acquire such beautiful tapestry?
oh yes, it was came with the home. It's a very nice piece. I'm waiting to get it appraised. It's absolutely stunning. I moved it. I didn't like what it was before, so it is much better
Where
there. A
was it
larger
originally?
wall. I'm sorry?
Where was this originally?
Oh, it was on this wall. And he points to where you are.
I fiddle with like any books and or like things in the
Just
general
immediately is
area.
like-
It's like
Yeah. I'm like either it's like a brick or a book or anything that would be to pointing to the
Yeah,
sword
give me an
thingy.
investigation check. Anybody else who wants to try something as well, feel free.
Yeah, I wanna. Can I assist her?
Sure. Yeah, take advantage. Finn.
19 plus 1 is a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Still roll again just in case you get a nat 20.
I should roll again.
I'm
She gave you
helping
advantage
to give you
to
advantage.
assist
Oh,
you.
okay.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'm trained in investigation.
Come
Oh,
on.
no, I'm
Okay,
not
that's
trained.
not
Can I
as
still
great.
help her?
It's okay.
It doesn't matter then.
It's a 9 plus 1, so
Yeah,
that's a
doesn't
10.
matter. So you're looking
Oh, I'm trained in
and you're kind
insight.
of moving some books out of the way, and then you pull a couple books, and it looks like there's still bookshelves behind it, but behind one of the books on the shelf, there's like a weird kind of like a keyhole, but a weird geometric shape. It's not just a key.
Do I notice any object or something in the room or something that we've seen thus far that would match the shape?
Not this far.
What does the shape look like?
It's like a small kind of like a geometric shape. It's kind of like not uniform, like something would go in there, but like a really weird key, essentially, not a normal like door lock key.
I asked the guy, I was like, have you ever seen any weird keys around your house?
Weird keys? No.
Or things that don't look like keys, but like funky shaped geometric objects?
Oh, there's a couple things that are weird that were in the house. I don't
Yes.
know, show you.
Please do.
All right, yes, of course. Right this way. And he's like, upstairs or downstairs? Upstairs first. We're here upstairs. That makes sense. And you kind of move. He leads you back out of this chamber here. And out into the home. And brings you to this room. This looks like the younger girl's room. And there's kind of toys everywhere, like a little art desk for her to do drawings and things and make maps like her dad. And you can see in here, he's like, oh yes, here it is. This is very weird. And he holds up like a large like claw, made it like a bone claw or something. And it's like this
And
big.
they keep this in the little
curved.
girl's room.
Well, she thought it was fascinating. So I mean, what harm could it be?
Does this match what you were looking at earlier, Vin?
I don't think so, but can I hold on to this while we're here, please,
Oh.
for just a second or so?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Can you take me to the other item?
I'll just show you all that I know, I suppose.
Show me all of it.
He goes in-
Enlighten me.
To the next room here, which is another kind of small room. This is more of a guest bedroom here. And he kind of points, he goes, well, we moved a couple things around. And then he has this, and there's like a marble bust of someone with kind of long hair, just looking nobly, I guess you could say, just sitting on a mantle in here.
Does it look like the description of, was it Lorilla? No. Who was the Arun?
I'm sorry.
It doesn't match any of the other historical characters, does it? From the play?
It
Like,
looks like
description-wise?
it looks like a human man with long hair.
Oh, okay. I thought you said woman.
No, man.
Does the
this
bust look like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, you please.
Just say, Falcon, he doesn't know much history, but he's just kind of like eyeballing the bust. He's like, did this look like me in the play?
Yep.
Oh, I was in character.
Sure. So you all know it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Does it
It
look
is,
like
it is
the
same.
Baron as well?
Ish, maybe. It's just a marble bust, so you lose some features, but
I guess I'll roll a history. 16.
yeah. So, what do you? with rolling a history, you're just trying to see what this could possibly look like. This looks pretty close to, I mean, you looked through a little bit of the books with Risa and Icegarth at some of the kind of drawings of Boss Creel and such.
Does the bus look like there's any secret compartments or like buttons or anything or like holes or?
No, it just looks like a little bust statue.
And before she just smashes it.
Really?
I mean,
No. I said in before. I'm waiting for Vin to do it.
Oh, did you move this bus before, or was this here already?
Oh, this was here. I just left it in here. I thought it was nice.
can I lift it up and look underneath it?
Sure.
Anything?
No.
What else do you have? Show us more weird stuff.
All right, of course, at your service. We can go to this next room. Please take mine. This is mine and my wife's room. That you see here, and you look around, and there's like a large, amphora on the table, which is like a really old kind of like, basically an old vase that you put wine in, but it looks ancient.
Is there anything in this house that doesn't look ancient? Like,
Oh yeah,
like a live, laugh, love poster or some bullshit? Like,
There's-
there
yeah,
is their
I'm-
stuff too, right?
I'm specifically pointing out things that don't belong. There's
Okay,
plenty of
I'm just
their
making
decor
sure.
here. Yes.
Just
Where,
making sure.
where is your wife, by the way?
I'm sorry. I'm ass-
Your wife. You mentioned your wife, but where is she?
I'm assuming downstairs with the girls. You told them you were looking for
We-
assassins.
We met her. She was the one, Madeline, with long brunette hair and braids, I believe.
Yes, Adeline.
Oh, okay.
Adeline. Okay, thank you.
Is there anything inside the base? I want to look inside of it.
You peer in there. There's nothing in it. Typically used to store wine, but they've made it kind of like a centerpiece on their little table in here.
Hmm.
Oh
Right, what
yes.
else you
What is the strange thing in your bedroom?
Nothing as far as I know.
Gonna investigate for secret compartments or trapdoors or anything?
Sure.
Nope.
5.
Falcon's scanning the room. He'll give it a investigation shot here.
Sure.
Yeah, I also want to do investigation. 11. Going great.
Oh, 5.
Ooh, we're
No,
sucking
nothing
at some
else
of
in
these
here?
rolls. We're hungry. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I'm not so good at investigation.
Where else you would like me to take you?
To any other weird items of geometric proportions, anything that looks funky or could potentially hide other things, please.
Oh, well, we could, of course, go downstairs. There's some pieces in my craft bench that I found that I worked with.
Yes, that sounds like what I'm looking for. Please, let's go.
So, lead you down, back downstairs. And now let me get you down there real quick. Yeah, so you're all back downstairs, down where the stairs led you by. And he leads you down to kind of this area.
Bodies are still there, right?
Yes.
We searched them last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No magical foci, nothing but the robes and the armor and the weapons on their back. And the ring that kept one from being kept alive.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He leads you over here. He goes, yes, there was, well, of course, there's, this bench and I got a couple of trinkets here. There was this this bar of material, kind of almost like a rod that I started. Well, I made something out of it. I could show you if you'd like. And he pulls out like a little handheld like sundial that's like pretty shoddily made of material that you're all familiar with, because it is the material that Mimi pretends to be, which is electrum. And if you remember, people don't use that as currency anymore here.
What was this? Electrium?
Yep, electrum.
And where is it again?
It was on the bench, but he's made it into a sundial.
Made into a sundial.
Do you have any other trinkets? Keys that you found here?
No keys. I thought there may have been some more materials here. This is what I have that I remember. I've been here quite a long time, so you're more than welcome to look around.
What is this room over here?
That is a guest bedroom that currently Olivia is using as her living quarters. How do I put this? She likes to have her own space. Take a wide berth of the rest of the family. Teenagers, of course.
And, any strange objects or paintings or anything in her room before you moved in?
Yes, there's something we left in there. We can show you. You want to move on to the next room?
Yes. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so you can all move on here in kind of this guest area.
This is the room I came through before.
Yep. And on one of the walls, there's a large painting of a grand battle.
Do you know what this battle is depicting?
I have no idea. I thought it looked nice. It's probably really expensive. So I kept it.
Is it a big painting or could it be moved?
It's big. Like it's kind of those like arm's length big like grand painting of this giant battle.
Can I like peek under it?
Sure.
Barely lifting it.
Nothing behind it.
Any writing behind it or anything like that?
No. Other than just like an artist's signature in the corner.
I don't know what to do.
13 history.
13 history. It looks like this is a really old painting of an early battle in the history of Vantis Kingdom or before.
Oh, I wish I had another detect magic. This is so difficult.
I rolled poorly, so I'm not any help either.
I do not have that spell.
Let us try that rod thing. Maybe it fits inside hole.
Oh, well, I used a portion of the rod to make my
He
sundial.
destroyed it.
I don't know if there's any more left or anything else like it.
What is thing you have, Vin?
I don't know. It's like a talon claw looking thing.
Oh, maybe you should explain what you saw to Lord Thornby.
So
Maybe he would know to find such object.
you have a bookshelf upstairs. It has a funky slot for a key of geometric proportions.
God, like a secret room?
There's a secret room.
In
and
our
we're
home?
looking for the key. I mean, I'm about to light the door on fire. Like I'm getting a little frustrated here.
It's not
I-
this fire. I will punch my way through.
Just feel
man.
free. I won't be mad. We have to get to the bottom of this. This is so exciting.
Let me
Adeline, we
show
may have a
you,
secret room in our
please.
house. Really?
Don't go yelling that to people. Secret rooms are only good if they're secret.
It's our family. They have to know, of course.
There might be bad people here.
They
We're
could still
telling
be
you.
here.
Daddy, there's a secret room. Well, we think so, but we're gonna keep our eye out for it. they're like excited that wow, there may be something cool in here that we didn't know about the house.
Yeah, they're so excited. Yay.
Did any of the assassins have any thieves' tools on them or anything like that?
Nope.
Good idea. Do you know the spell, Vin? There's a spell that lets you like knock on a thing and then you can unlock it, like no problem. I've read about it, but I do not know how to do myself.
I do not know how to do myself either.
Shit.
But I have fire.
I'm good
No,
at punching
that will
stuff
catch
too.
the whole house on fire.
I can
Wood is very
control the
flammable.
fire sometimes.
No.
Jeez.
Not all the times, though, you cannot, and I do not want you setting their house on fire, because then we will have no clues. Falcon and I will punch it at the same time.
All right, let me show you where it is.
Is it
I mean-
stone or wood? Because if it's stone, I don't think we should punch it.
You're going back upstairs to that room.
Yeah, room 12.
Gotcha. So, as you go upstairs to kind of investigate this room, I think that we could take a break for the session,
That's
and
perfect.
then when we come back, they will see what they can do with this perhaps secret doorway in the bookshelf. So, don't go anywhere. Get some snacks,
Wanna
do some
know.
stretches, and we will be back in just a few minutes. So, don't go anywhere.
I wish I was good at investigating things.